Hello YouTube, and thank you for joining me today. You know, it is great to have you today with me, that is. And today is a mental health day for me, so I am having all sorts of fun doing whatever I wish to do. One of the things that I decided to do was to share a portion of my day with you. I have also decided that I am making a few changes to my channel. And one of the things that I'm going to do is add a new series to my channel, which will be called the Get Real series. Yeah, you got to say it like that. Get Real series. And in that series, I hope to talk about things that may be a little touchy, things that would require me to dig a little deeper, or maybe to be more personable with you in a way that maybe I would not feel comfortable in doing so before. It is going to be raw and unedited, so I am not going to self-censor at all. Therefore, I am going to find a way to communicate with you ahead of time that you will be experiencing a Get Real production. So maybe giving you a symbol in the title will allow you to know that it is indeed a Get Real production, and therefore you may not want to have children around, because I am not going to necessarily make it a children-friendly video. Also, I have been told, and this is just a side note, that the way in which I have presented myself in former videos comes across as being fake, which is kind of funny because I always get that critique. But let me tell you something. The way in which I am with you is the way in which I am in real time. I have my ups and downs. I have different days that I feel full of energy and other days that I feel like I'm dragging. I speak the way that I speak. I choose the words that I wish to use carefully because I have certain thoughts that I wish to articulate. This does not mean that I am trying to be fake or that I am trying to please you. Do understand that I don't care what you think about me. I do have a few friends out there who are real-time friends, and they know who I am. You may think you know who I am from the videos in which I presented, but you only know a small part of who I am. And I am hoping that in this Get Real series that you will be able to connect with me a little bit easier. Anyway, in regards to the way in which I have spoken before in previous videos, I do not shy away from the thoughts that I have within my mind, and I choose to express them in a unique way. Therefore, if you do have an issue with it, you know where the door is. You have the option of subscribing to other channels on YouTube. Do not let me keep you from doing so. But I am not going to change the way in which I speak for you. If you think the way I speak makes me less black, okay, whatever. If you think the way I speak makes me pretentious, okay, whatever. If you think that I am trying to be sedity or condescending to you, okay, whatever. So you should understand that the way in which you see me is your business. I acknowledge it as such, and I do not shoulder it. So now that we're coming from this very healthy perspective and we understand each other, let's move forward. I also, in this Get Real series, will not have an issue with going from topic to topic, weaving in and out as I see fit. So if you're the type of individual who needs to be kept on the straight and narrow, you can't avoid this series. Man, you can go to something else. If you are capable of interweaving various subject matter, hopefully that is related, even if it's distantly related. If you can appreciate such, then thank you. As I have said in a former video, being true to yourself is to know yourself, to appreciate your originality, to understand that knowing yourself is an ongoing process. It never ends. You are always in a state of becoming, and to implement what you do know. Therefore, this is also integrated in the Get Real series, because there will be thoughts that I may leave behind. I share no loyalty to a thought. Okay? So, there may be thoughts or concepts that may be expressed, but with your help, with our conversation, with my learning from you, from my learning from other points of view, from engaging in life and understanding that we choose ourselves in what we are by what we learn and how we wish to be faithful to that which we learn, or how we wish to turn our backs on that which we learn. And understanding that all of that contributes to who we are and what we become. I hope that this Get Real series reflects that to you. And also I've been told that sometimes people just don't understand what I am attempting to say, that I am long-winded, etc. Well, the only thing I can say is, if you don't understand, ask me. If you're afraid to ask me because you're afraid that my explanation will be just as complicated as what I had said to begin with, then I don't know what to tell you. I will do everything that I can to make my point as clear as possible to you, given the time that I'm willing to allocate to doing such. And also, sometimes you just can't break down certain things any more than what you are capable of breaking it down. I will do my best. Oh yeah, one other thought, since we're talking about the Get Real series and the fact of what it incorporates and what it represents. We all have an authentic self, that is the self that is who we are at all times to ourselves, assuming that we are true to ourselves. And in today's world, we definitely have a representative. Now, a representative is that side that shows you on your best behavior. It gives your best speech. It presents you in a light that is very palatable. It allows you to be easily digestible. This is not something that I am concerned about, really. There is only so much of my time that I am willing to invest in making anyone comfortable. Though it is my hope, and I do understand, by the way, let me back up. I do understand that we all have a responsibility in presenting ourselves in a way in which we can benefit from the interaction. Okay? So I do understand this. All I am saying is the representative has been dealt with long ago, and I do not give the representative a free rein, for I value who I am. I understand that, mistakes and all, that I am an original. And an original is always worth more than a copy. And it is always worth more than one which is altered in order to be less offensive to the general public. And let's admit this, okay? Most people in the general public are idiots. They're insensitive, and they do not care about free will. They do not care about free speech, nor do they care about necessarily making the world a better place. So I don't necessarily want to be linked to them because I don't share their values. Therefore, the representative can just go and get employment elsewhere. But we're going to talk about women, but I had to set that up, okay? But you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this here, and I'm going to jump into my official Get Real series. All right, so consider this a primer to a primer. How about that? Right on.